What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trash Deck Thursday on the TCG Empire YouTube channel. If you're not sure what this is where we take the deck of the week and pair it against its worst matchup, hence the Trash Deck Thursday. There's no trash decks in One Piece. This is more so just a trash matchup for the deck of the week. Now, this week we did look at Kaido, so its worst matchup is really anything red, but mainly Zoro. Zoro has pure aggression and can really push high number damage for such low-cost characters. So this is the list that we're running. 4 Otama, 4 Nami, 3 Robin, 4 Zoro, and then we have 3 Newgate, and then Curly Didon to search, Vista just to clear boards, and then Makino and Magra pump damage. Gordon makes everything work for KOing things. Sunny-kun, we're only playing 3, but it is a good card as a 1-drop 3000 power. And we have more 2k counters, more rush support with Luffy that can also get 3 blocker, and then Jet Pistol just to get rid of queens. So this is the deck we're going to be rocking today. If you guys do enjoy it, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys next week. Or, I'm sorry, not next week. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on Final Standings Friday. And then I will be gone for the weekend, so there will be uploads Monday and Tuesday. But overall, again, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Alright guys, so here we are playing the Kaido deck that we talked about. We're kind of looking for some rushers just to kind of solidify how the rest of our board is going to go. Against Kaido, we kind of have to do everything we can to be as aggressive. So we do have Jet Pistol and Newgate, so we do have something decent for the end game. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to try to set up the board as much as possible. Kind of get everything going. He can play Oni swing for 6 this turn. So this 6k, we'll block the 6k because we need to kind of get everything as prepared as possible. Now we are at 5 Dawn, so we can get a lot of swings through. I think what we're going to do is we will attach one. We're just going to swing 5k. See if he takes it. Okay, so he chooses to take, so I think we're safe to go. Let's see, this is at 4 right now. That put it at 7. So we can do a 7k into an 8k swing. That doesn't sound bad at all. So there's a 7k swing, so he does get the Basil Hawkins down, which is fine. And then we'll just play the Makino pump, and then we'll just go 8k just to keep applying pressure. Because the only real way to beat Kaido is to apply an immense amount of pressure. He is at 8 Dawn, so next turn he does have the board wipe, which will be kind of stressful. We do have Luffy as well as Jet Pistol, so it's going to depend on how we can get the rest of everything to go. So there's the king. So no blocker. He does have 2 though. 2 open. So I think what we're going to have to do is we can go... The Basil Hawkins I'm not too worried about. It's only a 2k body, so... Then here we are at 7, so we are going to... We'll just do an 8k swing. I could have done 7 into 7, which I probably should have done. It would have forced probably 2 Thunder Bagwas out of his hand. That was just me not realizing the math, so... It's all good though. He is doing an 8k swing. Sadly, we can't block that. We are at 5 life though, which is good. We are forcing him to kind of deal with our board more than our life. So let's see what he wants to do. So he is going to swing 5k this 5k. We're going to take 2 points of damage. That puts us at 3. We're not really in lethal. As far as the Magra, we'll just dump the Magra. I'm fine with, you know, unblocking that. So, and we do get a Zoro too, which is great. And we do get everything else, which is great. So he can board wipe next turn. But if he chooses to board wipe, we are going to be at 7. And we do have a backup Jet Pistol and Zoro. And he's going to put himself in such an awkward spot. So I'm not too worried about that. So I think here, honestly, we'll just swing 7, force the queen block. If he lets the queen go, okay, so he's letting the queen live, so there's no 10 drop coming, which is good to know. So we are at 7. He is going to have to commit 2 Dawn here. This can, if he wants to swing with these 3 characters, needs a total of 7 Dawn invested. So I'm not too worried. Plus we do have the jet pistol as well. And he just caught that he is going to be at 7. So this 7k swing, we'll take one 7k and then we'll have to block the rest. So we'll say no blocker, we'll go Machino. So it goes 8k, we'll go no blocker, Machino once again. And this turn, I think we're safe to just jet pistol. And then we can attach 2 and 1. And then we can do a 6k swing, which is good. So we'll go swing. We'll pop the Basil Hawkins. So he Thunderbogwas and he dumps a lot more cards. Okay, that's interesting. I could go 9, put him in a weird situation, which doesn't sound bad at all. He has to dump at least 2 cards. So it's going to pivot the turns a little bit slower, but I'm not too worried about that. So here we'll just pass. He has to commit at least 6 Dawn to swing with the Kaido to swing over. If he doesn't want us to counter, so... Okay, so he just goes 7. So he has 8 cards. These 7 we will take. There's a king. So now this next turn really comes down to how we push lethal. We need to try and protect as much as we can. So if he's at 10, he can attach 7, get the attack through, burn. So yeah, I think what we have to do is kind of get pretty aggressive this turn. I think to kind of pivot ourselves a little bit better, we're going to have to play the double Newgate and then just swing. So we are going to have to go 7k. And then we can just swing for 10k. See exactly how he wants to go. Okay. So he is at 10. We are in lethal range. So we're going to have to see exactly what we can do. He has to commit 2 Dawn here to swing, but that's just an easy block. We know that we have 3k in power, combo power, so if he burns the 7, that only leaves him 3 Dawn to work with. So he's going to really have to think about how he wants to do this. Now, if he splits the Dawn and goes 5 and 5, okay, so there's a 9k swing. Thankfully, we do have enough to combo out of that, so we're not in lethal anymore. If he had split that 5 and 5, then we would have been in a very awkward position because we would have only taken 1 life. Okay, so there's his queen. And we do have the Zoro too, which can kind of pivot us for the next turn. Okay, so he leaves 1 open, he burns us. Okay, so now it's apparent that we get through. So I think what we have to do is we have to attach 1. These are at 11. So he's going to have to burn 2 cards for the 11 or block. And then we can just go for there. So I think we're safe to go 13. Because the 13 is going to force the block, or it's going to force more cards out of his hand. So then here we can just go 13, select no target. And with us swinging 13, if he has a 4k counter, if he has a 4k counter, then he puts that up to 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then he has to dump another card. So there'd be 4 cards dropped for the 13k swing. So if he blocked that for the 13 and then blocked another 13, then he would only have 2 cards in hand, which means that the most he could block with would be 9k, which means then we could just dump everything onto the Zoro. So thank you guys for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in the next one.